When did you realize your hardest day in the Army wasn't during deployment? 2 tours in Iraq, firefights, IEDs, mortar attacks, saw things that still wake me up at night. But my hardest day happened at Fort Bragg during a routine training exercise. I was Staff Sergeant Quinn Mercer, infantry 8 years in. My squad was running land navigation training in the woods. Basic stuff. Find your points, mark your map, come back before dark. Private Levi Camden was new to our unit, 20 years old, fresh from basic, quiet kid, always trying too hard to impress everyone. Volunteered for everything, never complained. The exercise started at noon. Everyone got their coordinates and headed out in pairs. Levi got partnered with Specialist Nolan Reeves, a solid soldier with good land nav skills. 3 hours later, everyone returned except Levi and Nolan. I wasn't worried yet. Sometimes soldiers get turned around, take longer to find their way back. Standard stuff. 4 hours. Now I'm concerned. Radioed them multiple times. No response. Their last known checkpoint was near a creek about 2 miles north. I took 3 soldiers and headed out to find them. Found Nolan first, sitting on a fallen log near the creek. He was soaking wet, shivering, looked completely shaken up. "Where's Camden?" I asked immediately. Nolan pointed at the creek. His voice came out broken. "He fell in. Current took him downstream. I tried to grab him, but the water was too fast. He just disappeared." My blood went cold. That creek looked calm on the surface, but I knew it had deep spots with strong currents. We'd been warned about it during the safety brief. I called for a full search and rescue immediately. Within 30 minutes, we had 50 soldiers combing both sides of the creek. Dive teams from the base fire department showed up with boats and equipment. I spent 6 hours walking that creek bank, calling Levi's name until my voice gave out. Checked every spot where a body could get caught. Found nothing. The hardest part was calling his parents that night. His mother answered on the second ring. I could hear the hope in her voice when I identified myself. "Mrs. Camden, there's been an accident during training. Your son is missing. We're doing everything we can to find him." The sound she made broke something inside me. Not a scream, not crying, just this awful sound of a mother's heart shattering over the phone. His father took the phone. Former Marine stayed calm and asked detailed questions. "What happened? What are you doing to find him? When can they come to base?" I gave them all the information I could, promised we wouldn't stop searching, but I knew the statistics. After 6 hours in cold water, survival chances dropped to almost nothing. Search continued through the night. I refused to leave. Walked that same stretch of creek over and over with a flashlight, looking for any sign. At sunrise, one of the dive teams found him, 3 miles downstream, caught in submerged branches. He'd been dead for hours. I had to identify the body, had to confirm it was Private Levi Camden, 20 years old, in the Army for 4 months, died during a training exercise that was supposed to be safe. The investigation took 3 weeks. They interviewed everyone, reviewed every decision, analyzed every safety protocol. Final report said it was an accident. Levi slipped on wet rocks, fell in, hit his head on the way down, knocked unconscious before the water took him. No one was at fault officially, but I knew better. I was the squad leader. My responsibility to keep those soldiers safe. Didn't matter that it wasn't combat, didn't matter that it was just training. I attended his funeral in Tennessee, full military honors. His mother hugged me, thanked me for trying to find him. That made it worse somehow. His father pulled me aside after the service. "You did everything right, Sergeant. I read the report. This wasn't your fault, but it felt like my fault. Still does." I deployed to Afghanistan 6 months later, spent a year in actual combat, got shot at, survived 3 IED blasts, lost soldiers in firefights. None of it hurt as much as losing Levi during a training exercise. Because in combat, you expect loss. You prepare for it, train for it, accept it as part of the mission. But training is supposed to be safe. Soldiers aren't supposed to die learning how to read a map. I stayed in the Army another 4 years, made Sergeant First Class, trained hundreds of soldiers, never lost another one. But I never ran another land navigation exercise near that creek. Couldn't do it. They eventually changed the training area, moved it to a different part of the base. I retired last year, civilian now, working construction. But every year on the anniversary, I drive back to Fort Bragg, walk that creek bank where we found him. His parents do the same thing. We meet there, don't say much, just stand together for a while. Last month, his younger brother enlisted, Army infantry, same as Levi. He called me before shipping to basic, asked if I thought he was making the right choice. Told him yes. Told him his brother was a good soldier who died serving something bigger than himself. Told him I'd be honored if he wanted to serve in my old unit. He graduates basic next month. Requested assignment to Fort Bragg, same unit Levi was in. They're naming him squad leader for the ceremony in Levi's honor. Asked me to be there, pin on his new rank. Said Levi would have wanted that. Hardest day in the Army wasn't dodging bullets in Iraq. It was making that phone call to a mother telling her I lost her son during training.